Alrighty, I do believe we are live. This is going to be exceptionally scuffed. We are streaming at 30 FPS. Give me just a moment in order to finish getting everything set up, and I will run you all through what is actually going on here. TLDR, I got a high-grade ZAKU, and we're turning it into a zombie. Give me just a moment to go ahead and get the stream notifications out. I have to be very careful not to get my face on camera. Fuck it, me ball. Alrighty. Discord. I really should have done this before the stream went live, but the thing is I'm using an exceptionally scuffed version of Streamlabs on my phone. Let me make sure this is even, like, live. Firefox, YouTube. Close that out. Okay. Apparently I need to fucking sign in. Alright. View your channel. High grade ZAKU Zombie Mech. There we go. Are we getting audio? Testing audio 1, 2, 3. Alright. Let me go ahead and get my chat pulled up, please. Hello, Bubba. Give me just a moment. Pop out chat. Grab the video link. Remove the evil tracking seal. Evil topic. Copy. I'll put that in RT7 as well. Alrighty. Bubba, if you could do me a favor and tell me if the stream is coming through. Oh, hold on just a moment. I forgot to unmute. Lovely. So. The ZAKU. I'm gonna have to do this every single time. I hope you know that. Every time that I have to lean my face into frame, I'm going to put my hand... Oh, that's a free-flying X-Acto knife. I'm gonna have to put my hand in front of the camera, just in case. So, where did I leave my normal knife? These here. Alright, we're good. I already redacted all the shipping information, but I'm going to go ahead and try to cut that without getting that in frame. Also, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be burning and grinding plastic today. This is not something you should do at home, especially not with a poorly respirated area. However, I'm already on a ticking clock, so fuck it, me ball. For context, several congenital disorders. I do not care. Alrighty, so I got a hold of this website, Newtype, by a friend of mine, Dubious, I don't know if she's in chat right now, who builds model kits religiously, from what I can tell. And I say that with utmost respect, because the one model kit that I had built before was a bootleg aerial that I got off of Walmart. Because I didn't know about this website. And damn. Okay. You guys can already see it a little bit. Wagugus. Greetings. Howdy, gang. Alrighty. We're just gonna cut straight to the chase. We're gonna stop fucking around with boxes and things. Waboosh. Alright. So, as I said, last model kit I made was a bootleg aerial that I got off of Walmart because I was lazy and there were no model kit stores nearby and I didn't know of anything. Luckily, Wagugas here has pointed me in the direction, so hopefully we will not have a repeat incident of the green the green saber. We will not have a green saber incident. This looks way more official than what I got. When I first got mine, when I got the box for this motherfucker, it looked like a dog had gotten at it. Like it was chewed to shit. I still have the instructions too, and you can see that color grading is not my camera. That is exactly what it looks like. If we turn to page 1, you will see that that is the stand that it says it came with. And then I'm going to show you, this is the actual stand that it came with. Though the panel lining I did by myself, and I think I did okay enough. I permanently have her seated next to my Horus Pegasus based off a drawing that I did, and today's art will also be based on a drawing. Do I have my calligraphy pad? Fuck. Okay. Yeah, no new type, only sells official, totally a bootleg manual. Yeah, no, this shit, look at this. Look at the color grading on this. Like, that's a really pretty gradient. Likely not what it was supposed to look like. I find it hilarious because the rest of the manual looks relatively fine. Like, I could follow every single step and it worked perfectly fine. Except for page 1. It looks like what they did was, and mind you, none of this is about new type, this is about whoever I bought that off of Walmart from, took the official manual and just like pirated it. I don't know, but it's fine. We're not going to linger on it too much because YouTube hates bootlegs. So, where did I leave my calligraphy ink? That's not it. Son of a bitch. Nope. Pardon my dust. I thought I had everything. Trust me, there's a lot more where this came from. Apparently I did not have everything. That's pretzels. Where is my bag of goodies? And by the way, I gotta tell y'all, my art bin is an old empty diaper box that my mom got from a friend who had recently had a kid. So I'm keeping all of my art supplies inside of an the diapers box that I have been toting around since I was on the West Coast. Where are you, buddy? Hold on. Thought I had a pen full of calligraphy ink in here. Oh no, it's down there. I didn't even need to grab that box. Anyways, banana slug. Banana slug. This is going to be super unhinged, by the way, alright? I am not a professional. I literally have a tripod wrapped around an easel that my phone is hooked into. I have no noise canceling. My phone is ass and is currently plugged in or else it would die. Pardon my dust, I know what you are. The Anakin slug. Yeah, the green is a bit jarring. It's fine. It's fine. It was going to be jank anyways. Alright, so. New type box is going to be the scrap box. Where did I... Right, I forgot I was going to grab the ink. Probably should also grab my Sharpies. Yes, I do my lining with Sharpies. Crucify me. I shouldn't have put away the box. Where did I leave my fine point pens? You know, I thought I had all this set up. I thought I had everything, you know? I start streaming, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I've got everything exactly where I know where it is. And then we start streaming, I'm like, the gremlins run away with my shit. The airplane gremlins have graduated. Also, I got a shit ton of, like, metallic pens, so we can do that. Nope. Distinctly not. There's one of them. There's another one of them. And there's gonna be... What did I drop? I heard something thud. Where did that go? What thudded? Fuck. You know what? It's in the ether now. I don't know where it is. It's in the ether now. Really? That's all I have? Okay. Oh, there's that. There's where that one went. Why was that so difficult to say? I'm gonna keep my metallics out. Keep the reds near the top. I'm probably gonna need those. You know, if I did panel lining with this motherfucker, would you guys crucify me? If I did panel lining with this fucking chisel point permanent marker, I'm fucking with y'all. I'm not actually gonna do that, but it would be really funny if I did. Quite honestly, if you look at my aerial, you would think that I did that, but I didn't because I was smart. And I remembered that I had a micron that I stole off the floor of the high school that I went to. As a joke, my first micron was one that I stole off the ground in high school. That one I actually got legit because I lost and ran out of ink. No, I didn't lose it. I ran out of ink for the one that I liked. Okay, we beat around the bush enough. We have gotten pens, pencils, calligraphy ink that I realized I really should not leave facing that way. Hey, look, if it works, it works. Okay, so before we start, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a tour of what we're working with here. That doohickey is a nail grinder that I borrowed from my sister. That right there is the box of diapers. Not actually diapers, it's a bunch of paint. The only two legit things that I have are this cutting board and this silicon mat. And also a couple of files and a holographic box with a bunch of nippers in it. M&M's, the most important part of any build, having snacks. I built master grade for ZAKU with nothing but a box cutter and can't judge anyone. Honestly, that's impressive. All the paints and resins and glues and etc. I am going to be stiff locking this one. I am going to be gluing the joints. She is a display piece. I know that's probably heresy, but I will do that afterwards. With the amount of damage we're going to be doing, we're going to need to. Up here is a bunch of bullshit. That's from the last build. The pens, the knives, the bunch of air dry clay. Alright. So, get my camera set up. Again, I do not remember how I had it angled last time, so we are just going to fuck it ball for that. Alright, as long as the ZAKU is on the red mat, we're good. We're good, we're zeroed. Whew, I need to sit down. Alrighty. Need to also reduce the length of this leg and sweep it in a little. As I said, I'm using an easel for my stand. Probably should actually just lower this in general. Bitch. What is our framing looking like? I can't see shit over the glare from my window. Yeah, that's good enough. Lock, and grab the back leg and lock. Okay, we're good. We're good. Once again, I need to be careful. Y'all scream in chat if you see my face. Alrighty. Also, another fucking Gundam sin is that I've only watched Origin and 79 so far. Luckily, this motherfucker I recognize. So, wow, I readjust the fucking, you can see you know what the cover looks like. If you don't know what the cover looks like, you can Google it, fuck you. Wow, okay. Alright, the box of knives. that I need to be really careful with because they're all brand new and I have not used any of them. Alrighty. I love how it's clarified it only contains one ZAKU. Who in the goddamn is this guy back here? There's a... It looks like... Oh wait, no, hold on a second. That's the goofy-ass mobile suit that Char pilots in like the last episodes of 79. Okay. And then there's a bunch of ZAKU 1s in the back. I genuinely do not remember them being used. I might just be tweaking. Anyways. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I don't need a knife to open this. My Wi-Fi is dying. No, there's a damn good chance it's actually mine. My signal is ass. There's like 15 bajillion device. I didn't even see that this was here. I haven't flipped over the box yet. I start moving the plastic and this falls out. I'm putting this on a water bottle. This is gonna be the first water bottle of, the first sticker of my second water bottle. There we go. Gonna go and put that over here near my tarot deck. Alrighty. Can I get a... Y'all screaming in chat if you can see my hand moving. Looks like we're live? Okay, looks like we're live. Still, question mark. Then again, Screenlands could just... Yep, okay, we're still live. Hi, babe. Alright. Alright. So, I'm gonna do this the way that I did the arrow. What I'm gonna do... I'm going to have a box on the ground for the scrap. I'm going to have a box on the ground for the runners. We've got... What is this? This is... Okay, sprue D. Oh, hey, there's the mono eye lens. I'm hoping you guys can see these. Oh, yeah, so... Yeah, that was sprued this so far. These are most of the armor panels, the foot pads, the breastplate, the tubes, the skirt, her shoulder pad. Oh, she's gonna be a lot smaller than I anticipated. Oh, I can work with that. That is the, okay, that's the forearm. I don't know what sprue D is. I've only watched Witcher Mercury to prepare for my Shadow of the Wolf game. Understandable. Let's see. I'm just looking at the sprues right quick and trying to guess what's what. Those are the tops of the hands, I think. This is what I'm looking at. Movement. Okay, yep. Alright, and then this is all the doohickeys. There's the fingers, hands, backpack, bazooka, the gun, the heat axe. Ooh! I don't know if you can see it past the glare, but the heat axe right there is just one solid piece. Damn. Okay. The gun is like mostly one solid piece too. You just need to attach like the top of it and the side of it. The bazooka is in 4 pieces, which, understandable, it's a complex. 5 pieces, sorry, maybe 6. Oh, for fuck's sakes, my screen and my iPad turned off, so now I can see chat. Alright, refresh, so I get you guys back. Alright, make a bunch of playlists, and it just looks so cool, please tell me. Alright. Alrighty, so, and here is, just double checking. The manual, there she is. God, this is so fucking scuffed. The manual. Can I turn my phone slightly? Yeah, okay. Alrighty. MS-06 ZAKU 2, Principality of Xeon mass-produced mobile suit. Model number MS-06, total height 17.5 meters, weight 56.2 tons. Wait, the ZAKU's only 17 meters? The Barbarossa is 13 meters. Anyways, alright. That doesn't seem right. Where is the start of the book? Right? Oh, okay, I see how you work. Alrighty. Use modeling the precision from the excess render from each part. When attaching parts together, handle with care and hold them straight, not at that angle. Trash goes in there. The screws go in here. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and unbag all the screws. Put them inside of that box over there, which you guys can't see because it's all fucking camera. You understand. You know where it is. It's somewhere in that vague general direction. I should not be gesticulating with a knife like that. Alright, nothing going on in chat yet. Okay. See, the problem is, my iPad likes to desync, and my phone is getting the glare from the window, so I genuinely cannot tell if maybe... Look, I almost just threw away the monoli glare. Let's not do that. Let's put that in here. Alright. If that had happened, it would have been fine. I would have painted it on, but it would have been a shame to lose the actual sticker. Ooh, you're a frat. Oh, these are the rubbery bits for the skirt. Oh, okay. I was wondering why it was such a small sprue. It's because it's an entirely different kind of plastic. Okay. And then the singular blue piece, which is the backpack. Why is the backpack blue? Oh, right. Yeah, because it's probably surplus from the Mark 1. Or something. I don't know. When I was watching 79, I noticed that a lot of the color grading was just straight up strange, but you get that with old anime, so shrug. Okay, stream file is fully back, long time to see. Looks like you're doing Warfare during TennaCon. Curious if the thoughts you watched the live stream, if you want. Oh yeah, I can 100% talk about that. Fucking stoked as hell for Tao. I'm realizing that as I'm opening these bags, you guys are probably struggling to hear me. Probably shouldn't clap either, that's gonna be really loud. Stoked as hell for Tao. The only concern that I have is that my computer, Azura, built by lovely Atris, she doesn't have a graphics card at all. Like, at all. Well, okay, there is one in there. It's dead. So technically that's a lie. Okay, this, okay, so one of the foot panels is already coming undone. Good to know. Alright, so I need sprue A, which this is part of, question mark? Okay, yeah, A13 is the tube bullshit on the head. A12 is the hose on the back. Okay, I see that. And then that is that supposed to, oh my god, it's a flexible material. Oh my god, it's a flexible, oh, that is so cool. So there are grooves cut into the back of this piece so that you can actually bend it. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay, let's not get distracted. A5. Alright, this is sprue A. Just taking stock, making sure nothing fell out while I was fucking with things. Oh hey, there's the helmet horn. I was about to go plug that in and then remember, no skipping steps. Well, hey, there's the shoulder plate. Looks like a leg underneath. There's the other shoulder plate, the spikes for which are right here. It's a little sharp, damn. And where's your other spike, girly? Elsewhere. TM. The other spike is elsewhere. It is on B2. Okay. Alright. So I need A5 and C121. What is that? Okay. Dead bug. Ah. Smiley face. So, the reason why I bring that up is because I'm super excited for Tao. I'm just concerned if I can even play it. Right. This is this sprue A? No, this is B1. Where's sprue A? Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I was assuming that A would be green, but no, I am forgetting how she looks. This is C1. Huh? Hold on a second. I'm being stupid here. I'm being a little stupid. C2, C1. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, where did I put my funny colors? Yeah, that's good enough. I'm gonna put bronze on these so I can actually see what I'm looking at here. Yeah. So I can just quickly jump and know where I'm looking. I hope you guys can see this, what I'm doing. Like, taking a pen to the sprue plate. Okay, this is sprue E, which is with the hands and whatnot. At least I think that's an E. I genuinely cannot tell. Alright, alright, that's up there. I don't need to worry about the paint getting on any other pieces because I'm probably going to have to do a lot of touch up on this anyways to prep it for the kit bash. I'm just going to build it raw first, and then we're going to tear it to bits. Alright, so yeah, this is sprue A. Alright, I don't know why I thought this wasn't for some fucking reason. Alrighty. So, looking for A5 is not that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it is. Here, girly pop. To get the fat ass shears in there. Alright. Probably not a good idea to be using such a big knife for that, actually. This one's a little duller because I've used it before, and holy shit, she's tiny. Little thing. This is her waist. Right? Yeah. Itty bitty. But you know, if you're making a fucking scale model of a 14.5 meter mech suit, then it's probably going to be pretty tiny, but still, itty bitty. Alrighty, so now I need C121. That's B. It's also B. It's E. Of course, C1 is underneath everything. Alright, and the skirt pieces are on D. Okay, that's where the D is. Okay, so now I need C121. That's 24, 38, 19, 20, 21. 21 is right here. So, if I can get that to work, please. Alright. Come here. Okay, that side is free. I'm just going to twist it until that pops out. Alright. And then I will clean up the sides with a little knife. I have to be very careful. Luckily, I don't have to worry about exsanguinating. I clot too much. Shit. Come here. Alright, so how does this connect? We need to slide from, let's see, tightly fit the parts as far as they will go. Like, yeah, see, there's a little notch inside of this part that it just kind of slides in there. There we go, I heard a click. And then it should be able to rotate freely, which it does. Do I want to rotate entirely? No, okay. Alright, now I need C120 and C127. Okay. Just checking the chat hasn't moved. You guys haven't seen my face yet, right? Okay, so I need C120. Where is that? Oh, that's right here. Doop. And really careful because these nippers are really hard to see past. They're also rusty as shit. Alright, first sprue of the build. Or first piece of the build that has entered the ether. It's okay. We've got it. Alright. Yes, these are just normal ass nail files. Alright. God, I hate nail files so fucking much, dude. Alright. So, how does this connect? Please press here to attach the part. Okay, so, like, that's not it. Huh? Okay, so I need, press. Okay, so slightly tilt it. Oh, come here. Don't dislodge. Don't dislodge, you jackass. Oh, I see. Okay, so is that how that works? No. That is not how that works. Okay. That's not how that works. Tilt the hip slightly. Okay. Let's grab C127 right quick. 27 is this piece right here. Alright. Grab that. Do I use... Yeah, 26 is up next, so I can go grab that. Alright, wait, I forgot that I don't have my foot stand down there. Alright, so how in the goddamn am I supposed to... Okay. I already forgot which side is which. Okay, I see. So I need this one? No, I need this one. Yeah, okay, so this bit goes here, question mark? Is that it? Yep, okay, that's where that clicks. And then, what, is this just supposed to fit? Oh! I see, okay. Yeah, alright, that's how that works. Yep, and then if I do that, ooh, that's gonna be a difficult fit. Okay. Get out of here, girly. Can I, alright, work me here. You tilted, I think. There's a lot of movement on this, like a surprising range of movement. The only problem is that I have fat fingers and I'm struggling. Oh, okay. Guess that just didn't click. And all right, over here. It is very hard for me to get these in frame for y'all. Let me know if you like. Oh, for fuck's sakes, get back on there, jackass. Okay. Try not to break that piece. Granted, I might have to for the kit bash half, but okay. Then the line up here. And all right, there's that. Pull that taut. Alrighty, there we go. Part 1. All right. A18. A2. Is that right? Yeah. A18, A2, and A12. Working here. That was 2. Where is, okay, 18 is right here. That is the breastplate front. Ooh, that one's not gonna come out like that. Okay. Luckily, this is one of the parts that I don't need to worry about sawing, because this is one of the ones that is going to get damaged by the zombie conversion. I could get the knife in there, though. That'd be lovely without nicking myself. Can you please let go? There we go. Yippee! And that just twists free. And then A12 was the tube here that I noted that I liked. Yeah, that one I am going to have to cut with the blade here. There we go. Alright. Alrighty, so. Says, yeah, do not cut the centerpiece of this. Okay. So, for the underside of the chest plate, this goes here and clips onto this. Does that clip like that? How much do you clip? Okay. Yeah, that just clips like that. Okay. And then do I want the ridges to be up? Okay, the ridges need to be up. And that connects here. Okay, got that. And then I need, first rotate this a little bit down, then plug in to the front of the breastplate. Okay, did that just do what I think it did? Yeah, okay, it did. All right, that's gonna be a difficult part. And then pin this, which will bend. All right, now I need C1 38. Where is 38? There it is, down here, right here. I hit the spur when I wondered if I had knocked something loose. It doesn't look like it did. I'm picking different shears. What does that say? Oh yeah, okay, howdy. A little difficult to see that for the fucking phone glare. You guys have no idea how fucking scuffed this setup is. Alrighty. Alright, here. There we go. Take off that little bit. Okay, so plug in the backpack here. Alright. And then hook in the tube. Come here. This is why I brought paintbrushes besides, you know, the zombifying. There we go. Please. Okay. That looks good enough, question mark. You are being difficult. Come here. I don't want to crack the plastic, but I also need to pull this. There we go. And that's back on rotation. Alright, so I need A15, which is the singular navy piece, like navy blue piece. I don't know, fucking know. Alright. Okay, pop that free. Put that out of there. Shave down the edges. Being careful not to nick myself. Alright, and then that clamps over like this, question mark? No, upside down. Wait, get back in there. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh no, I had it right the first time. Okay, weird. Okay, come on, move your chest, please. Hold on a second, the chest is stuck at a weird angle. See how this looks? I'm trying not to break it, but finicky as I'll get out. There we go, I think I got it. Okay, then plug that back in. Okay, so it did see it right the first time, which is really weird. It looks... Oh no, never mind. I see how that's supposed to look. Okay, that's cool. Alright. So... that is... this done. Well, nope, never mind. I forgot that the cones in the back. Right, that is... C11 and C12. Where is... well, one's right here. Where's 2? Oh, no, C2 1. Okay. I don't know why they didn't put them on the same spur, but okay. Right. The cones go in here. If I can line that up, please. There we go. And then the... oh yeah, the side plates, yeah. Alright, there's the cones. So this is our current progress, right? She is really tiny. I might not be able to do as much customization as I thought I would be able to, but that's okay. Hold on a minute here. Okay. Alright, so I need C15 and C14. 5 and 4, where are you? Okay, up here. Then A7, which is this shoulder plate here. Carve off that bit of screw there. That there. The reason why I'm being so diligent about this is because on my aerial I wasn't, and there were a couple of spots where that bit me in the ass, like halfway through the build, and it was to the point where I couldn't disassemble it and fix it. So I'm being diligent here. Alright. Okay. So the that goes like this. This goes like this, and all right, never mind. Put that on backwards. Come here, work with me. Thank God I don't bite my thumbnails. Okay, I didn't bite my left thumbnail. All right. All right. So I need this, like this. Yeah, like that. There we go. And then the stick this out there. Rotate it a little. Then fit that into here? Question mark? Where are you supposed to fit? Oh. Simple as that? Question mark? Oh, hold on a second. Did I fuck that up again? I think I fucked that up again. I fucked it up again. I took it off and then I put it back the exact same way that I had taken it off from. Brr. All right, there we go. All right, and now we can do that. Okay. Ba-boom. There we are. And there is her shoulder joint. Now that goes over here. If I don't fucking throw it. That one goes over here and clips onto this side. There we go. There she is. And, oh well. Oh well. Yeah. Oh, that is a good range of movement. Okay. And then we gotta get the other side done, which is gonna be C25 and C24. Well, let me go and dust off my workstation. This brush is absolutely shot for literally anything else, but it's good for this, which is kind of stupid. Feels stupid, but it works. I just realized to put her out of frame. There we go. I've probably been building out of frame this whole time. Alrighty. I need nothing on this spur. Nope, I need the shoulder. Where did... Okay, here. I was like, where the fuck did that go? I forgot that I put it over there. And this one's got a stubborn chunk that does not like coming off clean. But it's okay. I'm stubborn too. And I have a wide variety of knives. So, we're good. Alright. I also don't care about this getting scuffed up. It's been scuffed up already. Both sides are an absolute clusterfuck. I just picked the side that looked slightly nicer for this. Alright. And then the... how does that look again? Oh, it's like that. Right, yeah. So that'll go there. Okay, and then I need... Did I already nick myself? Bruh. Okay, well, add one to the counter. I'm actually going to do that. Where did I put my marker? Times 1. Alright, and then I need shit from this sprue. I need the... What are they? It is C2... Oh, no, that's C1. Okay. C25 and C24. Oh, right up here. Yep. Grab that. Now, normally, I listen to music. However, YouTube hates me listening to music. And, like, every other day, or something stupid like that, like every other month, I get an email saying, hey, we've had an automatic copyright claim on something that you literally were not listening to, playing in the background. I'm like, okay, what the fuck's going on here? It was fucking getting me whistling, and it was thinking that it was getting the song, but it wasn't. And YouTube is a piece of shit company. Anyways. Get the nubbins off of this. It seems like I can just break them off with my nail. Yeah, I can. And then, there we go. Alright, so, the arm joint that goes like this with the shoulder plate that goes like this. Yes, and then that goes like this, question mark? Yes, yes, okay. Let me fully seat that. I don't know if I actually fully seated it on the other side, but it's fine. It's fine. Again, this arm is going to be absolutely torn to shit, so it's fine. Alrighty, and then... There we go, alrighty. And that is the breastplate. That is... So that's going to stand about yay high? Huh. So I'm not going to give her the horn. I'm not going to give her the helm horn. Because that's a commander thing. And... yeah. Okay, so I need... the... tubes on A13, which is right here. Cut that cleanly, it says. Whoop. And, whoop. And, come here. Yeah, that's not going to come out clean. I don't know what they're on about. I'm going to have to do a little bit of shaving for that. Or I can just pick it off with my nail. There we go. Alrighty. So, now B1... hold on a sec. No, that's not right. Yeah, B116. Okay. B... that's E. That's B2. That's B1. There we go. B116 is this mandible piece here. I realize I'm building like half of this out of frame. It's fine. It's fine. This is going to be scuffed anyways. Quite honestly, I have half a mind to tuck my tripod into my bra instead and see if that will work, but I think YouTube would actually fucking kill me. Okay, that's not gonna work. Work me here. Then the last tick there. There we go. Yeah, I'm working in frame. Hold on a sec. What does that say? Dad, watching this. Your memory is definitely going to be smaller than your aerial. This one's 144, where the aerial is 1 to 100. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Yep. Yeah. Hold on. What does that say? No, the book says it's 144. Granted, the book is bootleg, so. It might also just be that the aerial in source material is smaller, so 144 is still kind of small, or large, or what, you know what I mean. You know, yeah, I'm bad at math. Anyways, okay, so the upper half of the mandible, where does this clip? That clips in, where? What? Okay, I had that upside down. That would explain the confusion. Okay, and then that tucks in there. Oh my god, there is a tiny little spot in the back that allows this to nest. Oh my god. Okay, see that? Okay, you definitely can't see that, but there's a tiny little bit at the back of the tube that allows it to nest in the back of the head. Alright, B122. B122. Itty bitty. The nose piece! Her snout! I don't want to fuck this up. Wait, did I get it? Yeah, I think I did. Come here. Look how tiny that is. It's so tiny. Honestly, these are like, this is my favorite part about the Zeon suits, is just the tiny little snout. Alrighty, so that goes like this. It clips onto the front like that. There we go. Oh my gosh, look at the, I don't think you guys can see it, but there is so much detail on the inside of that right there, like the little vents. That is so cool. What? Alrighty. Now, A16. Nope, that's still the first nick, okay. Where is A? A, alright. A16, there's the mono-eye dome. This is where her optic goes. Now, I think her optic is going to have to be static, unfortunately, which is a shame, but it's okay. I think I am going to paint that instead. Yeah, I'm going to paint that. I'm going to not put the decal on this. Oh, wait a second. No, the eye will turn. Okay, I fuck with that heavy. Yeah, look, there's a little bit of a, see that tab down there? That'll allow the face to turn. Oh, I like that. Okay, so B121 is the non-commander version, which I'm going to use. B119 and 20 is the commander version, which I'm going to build but not use. I'm going to actually put those way up in my bits box, which was the box of bullshit that I showed y'all on top of Azura. Alright, come here. The little horn, which is cute, but it's not what I want for this. Alright, there is the commander helm, which I'm going to go ahead and put the horn on. Let's get the flashings off of there. Oh, that was the flashing back here, okay. And on the side, which I think I can just kind of scrape off with my nail. Yeah, there we go. All right, and then a little bit on there that I got, okay. The horn feels like a very delicate piece, so I want to be a little careful with it. There we go. Shaved off a little bit more than I intended to, but it's fine. All right, how does that clip? Is it like this, question mark? Come here. Come here, girlie. You are stubborn. Nope, I had it backwards. Okay. That would explain why it wasn't working. And then press that flat until it clicks. Yeah, so the horn version is cute. You know, it's, oh, there we go. See, there's that would be the horn, but we're not going to go with that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in my bits box. I can stand up without putting my face on the screen. There we go. All right. And now the grunt version, which, you know, ZAKUs are the girls who die first in horror movies, so, you know, we gotta go with the one that just screams that. And I might edit this down into an actual proper video, but the stream will stay up. All right. And then there's her helmet, and then her little tube clips back here. And there she is. Look at her. And then that little slit underneath the neck allows you to rotate the eye. Oh, that's really cute. I like that. And I think you can probably pop off, hold on, I noticed a little bit of flashing in here. You can probably pop off the helmet and change out the commander horn if you wanted to. I'm just not gonna go with commander horn version because I think she's a little cuter like this. Is it the FM aerial? Gamer, let me show you what the fucking aerial. This is my aerial's manual. It's not real. It's not real. This is the boot. I don't know what this thing's problem is. It says that it's 144, but if I don't know. Just the, I don't know. Anyways, snack break. We've got her chest plate and we've got the cute little head. I also have pretzels and off-brand Pockies on top of my bed, as well as water. So we're staying hydrated. Okay. Alright. I'm not gonna put her head on yet because I still have to do the arms, but okay, this is actually kind of cute. Right. Lock in. Alright. Put those aside for now. Alright. We're almost done with page 1. We just have the start of step 3, which is the arms. Alright. that's neat. The individual arm segments are articulated. That's cool. Alrighty. A17. Yep, so there's two 17s right here. Make sure I don't clip off the sides of them. Remind me, chat, to eventually, just in the comments of this, put the fucking link to the unofficial Prime Sanctum OSD that got stuck in my head. Because I fuck with it heavy. Come on, work me here. Get the, there we go. Yay. Oh, that's a bit mangled. Oh well. Oh wait, was that supposed to, no, it wasn't supposed to be there. Okay. And then the sides are fine. Okay. Oh, these are the elbow pieces? Oh my gosh. I recognize these. I draw my mech Zeldas like this now after first watching, so. Alright, so B2, 8. And B1, 8. And then give me that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this on this side first. That way we don't get the pieces mixed up. Alright. So have that piece. Okay, yep, there's a little socket right there. That fits into. I'm trying to show you guys what I'm doing. Yeah, there's our elbow plate. And then, where did I put B2? It's down here. Okay. And then B2, 8 is right here. Alright, me, back here. There we go. We have two elbow halves. Supposed to be angled like that? Yes. Okay, and then I need B1, 7. This is half right here. Okay, so the green, the light olive panels, it looks like I can just kind of clip them with my nail. Probably not good practice, but it's fine. Yeah. Second piece we have lost to the floor. It's fine, it's right here. Ugh. Alright. Oh no, I almost just fucked up. Okay. We need to set these aside for a moment. Because I need C112 and C2. Let's see. Okay. C112 and C212. So C112. Right here. Give me that. And, well, that's not technically C212, but it's fine. And then 12 right here. Alright. Actually, you know, it's probably a good idea if I swap my mats. Oh no, her head! Yeah, let's go ahead and swap the mats. That way I actually have the cutting board as like something to support my chicanery. Yeah, you see what I mean by I picked the nicer side of this. There we go. Wait, get back here. Alright. Go ahead and put that there. Yeah, and now you guys can actually get like a nice metric for what's going on here, because this board actually has some lovely little guide rules, and these are in inches. Gross, I usually like millimeters, but it's fine, it's fine. Alright. Fingers are hurting a little.
The Witch from Mercury line has some really cool kits anyways. ZAKU time! Working on our next combat. Unfortunately, distortion is unavoidable. Understood.
Right. Hello, Straxter. Yes, ZAKU time. I have built her head and her upper torso so far. And right now I'm working on the arms, which is what this little pile of bullshit here is. There we go. Now you can see. Alright. So. I need these, which are the... how does this work? Oh, I think I see how this works. Yes, because that's flat. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you can see. Oh, I fuck with that heavy. Okay, and then if I'm just going to gently put that there. And then this side, ooh, get back here. Yeah, it's this one. And gets this. Okay. There we go. And then, yeah, okay, so there will be a little socket for the forearm. I don't remember which one's the ultima and which one's the radius, but see the outer part of the forearm. What board is that? That is B13 and B23. Okay. Alright, we've gotten our first bit into lock piece. He was being stubborn and I said, Lamau, no, and bit it in order to get it to stay. Alright, let's put A away, because I'm pretty sure we're not going to need A. Alright. So we need B13, which is this little guy right here. How do you work? Do you go flush? Yes. Give me that. B. Oh yeah, there's one of the spikes for her shoulder blade. I need that to stay. This bottom piece can go though, if I can get it. There we go. Alright, and then, so it says, first slide in, then lock. Yep, there we go. Yeah, this is how I draw my robot arms now. Alright, and then the mirror version of that is right here. Oh, we might have just gotten Nick number 2. Okay, no, we're good. We're grooving. We're fine.
Dubs, you have any JSONs to give me for visual and dangerous terrain?
Sorry, whenever you guys hear me get close to my mic, it's because I have to fucking lean my head behind the camera in order to read what's going on chat, because my iPad is turned off. I want to turn that back on, actually. Get back here. Alright, live chat. There we go. I'm actually going to scoot that a little bit closer without toppling the leaning tower of monster cases. Monster energy drink, I must clarify. There's that. Goes there. Alright. Actually, no, I could put this here and then put the sprue box up there. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Or I could just move this whole ass lamp system that my sister gave me. She gave me this fucking bedazzled ass drill thing. And a really nice USB lamp that I might actually try to convince her to let me keep. Alright. There we go. Okay. Hope you guys have not seen my face yet. of chat. There we go. Hey, now I can see my stream and chat. Lovely. And then, there we go. 2 forearms right here. Yep, those are visible on stream. Lovely. Okay. And then I need to grab C2, 14, C110, and C111. Or same numbers on C. Okay, I'll do them on this. Okay. 10, 11, and 14. Is that right? Yes. Ooh, that is a perilous cut. I'm gonna get that at a different angle. 10, 11, there's 11. These go on either side of 14, which is right here, which looks to be way easier to get. This is the internal mechanism for the wrist, I do believe. Which explains why it's so tiny and finicky, but Jesus Christ. Okay. Get the flashings off of this without cutting myself. Is that supposed to be flush? Yes. Just double checking. Turning to look at the rule book while I do that. Rule book? Instructions. You know what I meant. Ooh, I cut a little close there. It's okay. Like a itty bitty little piece of, like that much on accident. Whoops. It's fine. It's fine. I will have to run the vacuum later. Alright, so I want that to be like this question mark? Yes, because it wouldn't fit any other way. Yeah. Oh, no, this is the elbow piece, not the wrist piece. Okay. Again, explains why it's so finicky. Itty bitty little tiny pieces. And then, whoop. Oh. And that plugs in there. I can give it a click, please. Click. Double check on that. Secure. There we go. Yippee. And then, again, trying to bike fit this in place. Alright. It's 1, and then I gotta do the same for the other side with the 10, 11, 14. I had that upside down. That could have been bad. Yeah, if I wasn't nearly as careful with my examination, could have fucked that up bad ways. Read this, and then 14 is right there. There we go. And then I'm going to clean up the flashing on these. For those on stream, I am currently humming Megachep's Prometheus Prime unofficial Prime track. Because it fucking goes hard. I think specifically I'm humming Power Phase 1. Like, combination creation of machine and Power Phase 1. But it's a good track regardless. I recommend just listening to it in full. Like, it goes insanely hard. Alright, and then that goes here. Yep. And then we go and cut off the flashing of the nubbin there. And then get this piece here. Make sure that's secured. Alright. And then this goes here. Alright. Now we need the B14 and B24. Okay, these are the green plates. Here plates. Put these two away for a second. Alright. 4. Okay, 4 is right here. That little plate right here. Is that? Yeah, that's on screen. Okay, just double checking. Ooh, this one's gonna be grisly to clean. Try not to lose a finger here. You guys can still hear me, right? Just double checking. Testing audio 1, 2, 3. Get off of there, you jackass. There we go. Right, and then other one is right here.
Phone's still on? Yeah.
Okay. Just double check. All right. And come on, you stubborn bastard. That's it. Getting the good knife. Yes. Yes. A little scuffed, but it's fine. We're just going to chalk out the battle damage and keep moving. Okay. Ooh, first big divot in the board. That one bit. Alright. And then the cuff goes following the curve of the forearm. Clicks in there. That allows for the wrist to turn a little bit easier, I guess. Get back here to clean up the sides of this one too without fucking getting myself. I am going to have to run the vacuum in here once I'm done. There is so much tiny little pieces of plastic everywhere. Like, just all over the desk. We love microplastics! This shit's going directly into my lungs! Yippee! It's fine. We're not even at the worst of it yet. We haven't even taken out the soldering iron. Because again, we still have to fucking wreck this shit. Like, it's still basically pristine right now. Alright, so this is so complete. It's page 1. A little bit of a wiggle to this. Then, oh my gosh, the elbows are double jointed? Macroplastics? Wait. Are they both supposed to be? Yes. Okay. Just double check. Could have been bad. Actually, they don't have microplastics. I don't care. They are going into my body when they should not. Alright, this is 0.9, yes. Ooh, I almost just dislocated the hand plate. That could have been bad. It's fine. It didn't happen, so we're good. Alright, and then alright, so the gap needs to face down, and there we go. Yeah, okay. Now we have the forearms complete. Yes. There they are. She's coming together really well. This is our current progress. Oh, let me get her face front and center. I still really, really love the little detail down here and how you can move the visor. I like that a lot. What are you doing? Alrighty, and then turn the page. Okay. Girly Pop, you are gonna go in the bin over here. I have a little radial dish. I'm gonna put all the parts in. There we go. That's better. These are the burrs for the sander that my sister gave me, so we'll crack that open when we get there, eventually. Alrighty, it is page 2 time. If I could get the manual to cooperate with me, please. Did I fold that? How does this fold? That's not right, but we will work with it. That, and then whoop, there we go. Alrighty, the right arm and the left arm. So I immediately, all right, we need B1. B1 plate 5, which is that's not right. Is that B1 5? Oh, no, that is. Okay, that's just what that looks like underneath. Okay. Trying to get this. Alright. B1 5, and then I need C1 13 and C1 17. That's C2, so not what I need. Alright. C1 13 and 17. Where are you? That's 18 and 19. 17 is right here. I have that right there. Come here. And then 13 is right here. Come here. Alright. So, go ahead and clean up the sides of this. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. There we go. Got it. Right. It's fine. Shaved a little close, but we're fine. Go there. Don't break. And then so just looking at the rest of the page as I'm working through this. Huh. Johnny, thanks for subscribing. I saw that in the notice. Alright. Back to it. Alright. That doesn't seem right, but it is. And then that goes here. I think. Nope, other way around. And that one goes. Yep, that makes more sense. I was like, oh, the clearances on that don't seem right. It's because they weren't. Alright. And then this is for the boxy ass shoulders that I love. Yep. And then I need B16. That's B1. 6 is right here. Get out of there. There we go. Alright. Get back here. So that this plate is facing like this. Alright, we have designated the right arm. I'm gonna have a pencil anywhere. This will come off with like it'll mark it won't mark. This is just so I can remember. So technically, no, technically, I mean, it could go either way. I mean, there's no need to like mark on that. Okay. It could go either way. Alright. So I need to first fix my bra. And then B1, 23, and 28. These two pieces here. Alright, there we go. That would go there. And then I need what? C124. Zeroed in on that shit immediately. Alright, so I take the first plate, which says cut out cleanly. It emphasizes this, by the way. If you weren't cutting your flashing off before, you gotta now, because the book is telling you to. The pamphlet is telling you to. You know what I mean, the instructions. Tiny little shred that I fucked up there. That's fine. It's fine. Nope. The shoulder plate is meant to take damage. So if it has a little bit of damage, it is perfectly fine. Get it over here. Wait, okay. So this clips into here, like so. Yep, there's a little clip in there. And then this clips over top of it and sandwiches it in place. If I can get that to line up, please. Neat. And then it says cut cleanly, and I don't think I did a good job of cutting it cleanly, but yeah, because it's not being cooperative here. Taking the good knife. And I don't know if you guys can see it with the bit rate or the fucking resolution, but there are tiny little pieces of plastic just flying towards my face. I am so happy I have to wear glasses just daily. Again, none of this should be done the way that I am doing it. This is bad for myself, bad for the plastic, but it's fine because I operate on the time scale of a dying man. It's nice and rainy outside, so I might, once I'm done with this, once I'm done with the whole stream, I'm probably going to sit in the backyard and just enjoy the rain. Alrighty. And then clear that off. Alright, so the larger side, there's the there's cat hair on that. Hold on a second. Why are you being stupid? Work with me here. Well, it's fine. Whoop. There we are. That is arm 1. And then that would clip here. Here we are. Hey, that's starting to look like a ZAKU. Damn, alright. Say that like the fucking chest plate isn't the most iconic part on the Mech. Not in the face. Oh, that's a lot of range of motion on the head. Oh, that's good. Hold on a moment. Let's, because I'm pretty sure I can, yeah, no, I can clip the head on now. And that's, yeah, there she is. Look at that. Oh, she's turning out lovely. We're going to do horrible things to you. All right. Other arm. Alrighty. So the left arm. We need B2, 6, C2, 17. Let's C1. Okay. Grab the... So I already know that this shoulder gets the funny little spike. I love this part of the mech. Just the shoulder plate. Pain in the ass to draw. Holy shit, is it a pain in the ass to draw. But it's fun. Anything else on B1 that I need? Top of the hand. Yeah. Well, there's like 3 hand tops here, so that's fine. There are no open... No, wait, hold on a second. No, the left hand is the open one, which is what we're working on right now. Okay, which is good, because that lines up with what I drew. And then the right hand is... I guess... one of the gun hands. Okay, so I have no choice on that. That's fine, though. Let me go ahead and put a hand on that arm over there. You see what I mean by I nearly knocked off a hand plate? Because the plastic was starting to come off. That's a macro plastic. Alright. plug that in. If I can get that to work, please. Come here. Alright. Nope, okay. That was in the paper towel. Right, there's that. I only popped off 2 hand plates, right? Yeah. Okay, and then this goes like, how do you work exactly? Hold on a sec. That's not right. Is it flat like that? No. Where are you supposed to connect? It's not like that, is it? No. I'm looking at this and like, hold on. Oh wait, hold on a minute. There was probably a specific plate that had the clearance on the hand. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I see that. The hand clearance plates are the ones on B2 probably. But we will get to that in a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and put these 3 pieces over here. Finish up the pauldron. And then I will get back to following the instructions in the intended order, because I wanted to make the pauldron, because I like the pauldron. The pauldron is still even cute. Like, this goofy ass spiky pauldron. Look at that. That's adorable. Alright, so I'm back to following the instructions. I need B2. Nope, that's C1. Okay. That's A. Alright, C2. Nope. Where's C? I needed C1. Okay. B2, 6. There's this one right here with the nubbin at the bottom. And then B2, 5. And then for the closed fist, I need B1, 1. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I'm missing a piece. That's why that wasn't working. Because there's an entire second half to it that I'd need, which is on C1, 32. You know. Well, technically it'd be 33 if we were doing the... Yeah, 35, 33. Those are the pairs. Sorry, I'm going to pick this off of here. Alright. Yeah, that lines up more. Okay. And then fist plate goes here. Yep. Then the thumb plate goes get that to line up. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Damn shame there isn't just a closed fist one, but it's fine. And then, anyways, back to the instructions. Right. C2, 17. Yep, 17 is right here. And then I need C122. 22 is right here. What? Oh, for the pauldron! Yo, that's why. Okay, that makes more sense. What the shit? Okay, so we put this like this. This one like that, so it lines up like that. This one, like, get back here. This one like this. Get it to tuck in. There's a shoulder there, and then that clips into here. There we go. Well, might have tucked that in a little too hard there. Yeah, that shoulder's a little difficult to move with the pauldron in the way, but it's okay, because I can do that. The clip. Oh, actually, I'm gonna remove the pauldron for a sec. That way I can get that. There we go. What's going on with the range of movement on this one? Come here, buddy. Why are you all sorts of scuffed? Put that in backwards? No. Why is the range of movement on that all tight? I think that this arm would be able to have the same range. Okay, it was just a little sticky. Alright, I don't know why it was, but okay. Oh, I see. So the pauldron needs to move in order to accommodate the shoulder. Okay, I fuck with that actually. And then, are the... This feels wrong. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, because I can't really... That's not right. Come here, girly. Minor surgery here. Work with me here. Okay. All right. And then I need to dislocate that. Come here. It's not a gumbo build if you don't fuck it up somehow. Okay. Like that. And then that would be like that, and then that would bring forward, so I need this to be other way around, so that would be like this and then like that. But then that would have to be the other way around, wouldn't it? In order to accommodate that, but then that would click with the shoulder here on the inside, doesn't it? Or is that the range of motion inhibitor? Oh, that might actually be the range of motion inhibitor. Huh. And then, yeah, no, that's... Ooh, no, that's not how that's supposed to go. That's not the range of motion inhibitor, that's the... That's where the breastplate clips in. Alright. So, if the breastplate clips in there, that means that this little slit needs to go like that. Okay. So, breastplate overlays like this, and then slides into there, and then slides into place. So we need... That really doesn't feel right. Like, it really doesn't feel like it should swing forward that much. I feel like it should do the opposite. I feel like it should swing back more, but it doesn't, because if I were to do that, that would keep the forearm far too forward. That's weird. And these follow the contours of the chest, so I don't have them backwards. But Gunpla guys in chat, am I doing this wrong? Are her arms really supposed to go this far forward and not like any further back? Because that feels weird. I mean, oh nope, never mind. Hold on a second. You know, there is a little bit of range of motion there, which no, but that's really kind of stretching it. Honestly, that's like kind of. Is the chest blade supposed to have to do that in order to move the shoulder back? Like, to move the shoulder blade? Because the shoulder blade is going to bump into the tube here. Is she supposed to be like that? Like, is it supposed to be that loose? Because it looks fine like that. But then having it... Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, no, you just have to dislocate the shoulder slightly if you want to move the arm further back, or push it in order to rotate it forward. Okay, never mind. Confusion settled. Let me just remember how to fucking reassemble this fucker. Really. Alright. Sorry for the exploratory top surgery. The concept of exploratory top surgery is terrifying. Alright. Right, come here. Okay, I need to take the shoulder out of the socket, actually. Oh, you're gonna be problematic, aren't you? Come here. Ah, how to use my teeth. Alright. So, that goes like that. So then, that goes like that. There we go. I hurt my tooth a little. It's fine. We're good. We're grooving. There we go. And then, if I want to move the arms more, I would, one, get confused as to what's going on here. To realize that I put the arm far too far into the socket. Damn. That had to hurt. Alright. Line up, you rat bastard. Why are you fighting me like this? Is that not how that's supposed to go? Okay. So that clips into there. Okay. I'm gonna... I'm really hesitant to do this, but I'm gonna have to glue this piece. I know, heresy. Where, what, how many hours into stream and I've already broke out the glue, we haven't even done the legs yet. Still, however, it's causing issues, so it needs to happen. And that piece should not be moving. So, tiniest little bit of glue. Also, tiniest little peek of what my glasses are colored like. Alright. There we go. Tiny little bit. It should just weld these two pieces together. And that's fine. You can barely see that in there. I'm trying to get the gleam for you guys to see. It's like right there. Ugh. God, I hate the smell of... Why did I sniff that? Why did I sniff that if I hate how it smells? Bruh. Anyways. Stretch break.
really nervous to put this in place while the glue is wet, so I'm not gonna. Why did I touch it? I mean, I've burned myself on super glue so many times. It's fine. But, like, why? Why did I... Oh, for fuck's sakes. Work with me here, you jackass. There we go. Okay. That's in place. This needs to be able to move, so let's put that. Pauldron fell off. Finicky as shit, this arm. Where did that go? Yeah. Got it. Alright. We're just gonna leave that arm over there for now. We're gonna build the hand for it, which is the 30 and one of the B1 pieces. I love the texture on the palms of this. Like, that is so cool. You can see the individual, like, lines of the palm on there. Kinda, you know? Yeah, so this is going to be the hand that's going to be clutching the chest. Yeah, there we go. Then if I were to turn that, then, so it would basically be like this, kind of. Yeah, this entire area right here, the left breast area, I'm going to just have to divot out. Which is going to be a little difficult, but it's fine. But it's fine. Alright, we're just going to put this over here for now, put the pauldron over there, put those in the trays over here. Actually, there we go. And now onto the legs. Yep, and this is the part where it says, hey, assemble the upper body, which we will do eventually. I love when this happens. Whenever you pour it out onto your hand, you get every single color. These two are fused. Don't do your part. All right. These two were being problematic earlier. Pardon me. Down the wrong pipe. All right. Oh, that's where the cables are. I see. The cables I'm actually going to have to hand sculpt. Because a fair number of them on the drawing are severed. So I'm either going to have to tear up those ones, which I really don't want to do, or hand sculpt them and keep the normal ones in my bits bin, which I'm going to probably do. 2.5. 3.5 pieces lost. Alright. This one doesn't need any cleanup, so I just won't be picking at it. Mark number 2. Put my cuticle there. Alright. Give me just a moment. I'm hoping you guys can actually fucking hear me, because I just processed that my microphone is on the complete other side of my phone. But it's fine. Alright. Don't do that yet. Alright, and now I need C23 and C13. That's B. C is the black one, right? Oh, whoopsies. Get over here. Alright. Yep, that's the ankle joint. And then get the parallel one on C2. Still kind of kicking myself over that shoulder issue. It's fine though. It's fine. Alright. So, how does this work? Like that. I think. Is that how that works? Question mark? Yeah, okay. And then the green shoe top goes over top like that, pin it in place. And then that allows the... Okay, so I see. So the back of the foot clips into here. So instead of the ankle being like straight up and down like ours, it's kind of like a weird angle to it. You'll see what I mean. I understand what's going on here. That's really cool. They have the little thrusters modeled into the feet. Are they thrusters or are they stabilizers? I cannot remember. It's been months since I watched 79. Alright. Shit. Forgot what the drawing looks like. Give me a sec. So I might not need one of these feet. Alright, you can hear me good. Give me a moment. I need to look at the drawings that I've sent before. Give me just a moment. I need to find... search from Tired Arts has image. Was it too long ago? There it is. Found it. Okay, so I do need both feet. Alright. Open in browser. Open in Firefox. Alright. Sorry about that. We'll just get in the reference. Keep forgetting I don't have my footrest down here. I'm used to like leaning one leg onto the footrest, but I moved it because I knew that I'd had to be under my desk because things would try to disappear into the ether. Bruh. Alright. Alright, well, feet are done. Alrighty. Right leg requires C19. C19, where is that? 9 is this plate right here. And then I need it to mirror 8 at some point. So I'm going to grab that. Then I need C118, which is right here. And then C119, which is right next to it. Come here, please. And then 7, 15, and 6. silence in my room is fucking deafening. And then, what was the other part? It was 15, C1, 2, C1, 16, I see base here. Alright, all the excess hands I'm gonna go ahead and pop out and put those in my bin over there. Bin of funny stuffs and things. Actually, no, that sounds improper. Bin of extra gumball parts. Quite honestly, that also sounds a bit improper. Unprofessional. Alright, these guys only have 4 fingers? Oh wait, you know, the other half of the hand is elsewhere. Alright, alright. There's that hand. This hand, I think, goes like this. Yeah. Yeah, that one's kind of like curled around. Then the plates for those are here. I don't see any other hands. Why are there so many hand plates? What? Bruh. Deja vu. Happen again. Piece of sprue came off. Look at this sprue just sometimes just clicks for you perfectly fine. I think that's a hand for the bazooka. And then the heat axes and ambidextrous weapon. Alright, and then clean up these. That's fine. It's a little annoying. That's fine. Remember, kids, cut away from your fingers. I say that, and then I process that I'm cutting Gundam fingers. Also, strike 3. Fucking. Hold on, let me mark that one out in bronze. Strike 3, a nick in my finger. Alright. Hands. Goes away. Yeah, okay, we're good. I just had to process. Wait, did I need those? No. Alright. So. Clean up these right quick. Alrighty. So, nope, need this one, and then this piece like this, with this socket going into this hole here. Okay, that's probably for the knee, likely, and then this socket going into here. Yes, this is for the knee. Okay. Oh, that is really cool. Endoskeleton though. Holy shit. Alright. that clips in over here, where I can bite that closed. And then there's one of the legs. Holy shit. Oh, I fuck with that heavy. And then, so that's the thigh, that's the calf, that's the knee, I think. Yeah. And then for this, which is, okay, this one, and then I need, for the bit, go here. Right. Yeah, that goes there. And then, get back here. I covered my face in my hand. You guys didn't see shit. Alright. Then that goes here, like that. Yep. Felt that clip into place. I can get that to clip a little more. There we go. And then this goes into here. And then turn the parts, it says. Okay. Alright, so turn it so that the leg has clearance. Okay, then we need B127 and B130. Alright, 27's right here. And the 30's right here. Should I be? Yeah, because these need to be smooth. Let's see, this is a really thick screw on this one. Whee! Caught it with my leg. Alright. Readjust. Get the flashings off of that if I can. Not with that one if I can't. There we go. Get that. Man, don't stick it to my hand, you jackass. And then that side has another large chunk. Okay, and then got it. One of these days that's going to be my finger. All right. So the all right, these will line up. There's the cover of the calf. No, calf, thigh, underside of the thigh. All right. Yeah, this is the right leg. Okay. So let's see. Oh, that's the tube for the hose. Yeah, the right leg has a damaged hose, so I'm not going to install that on this side. And then I put the leg back straight, it says. All right. B110 with these two little discs right here. And then I need A20. A is this chunk. Wow, zeroed in on that. Perfect. All right. What were these? Oh, these were the pieces for the heel. Right. Okay. Let's say, where do these go? That goes knee plate clips onto here. Is that right? Yeah. Wait, hold on. No, hold on. This goes like this. There we go. Knee plate. Oh, the side discs have a lot of flashing on them, okay. Makes sense for the shoddy job that I did detaching them. There's a lot of damage to the inside of the thigh here, but that's fine. I mean, motherfucker stepped on a landmine. It's fine. The calf is even more damaged, so yeah. Then line those up. Those are good. And then take this, plug this in here. There we go. And then this is how I know what it was going to do. Right there. That's really cool. I like the engineering of that. Alright, that all side. Alright, B118. '18 is right here. Goes. I
was like, oh yay, it didn't fall.
Yes, it did. It was just waiting. It was biding its time for a comedic moment. I do end up editing this down. Anytime that I clip out of frame, I'm going to edit it so it looks like a fucking questionable. Alright. That goes here, question mark? Yeah, okay. And then I need to grab the other side, which is B125. And then I need B111, which is back over here. Oh, the fancy little shoes. And then I need B112 for the front of the leg. B114 for the toe of the shoe. Oh my gosh, there's so much attention to detail. Like the fact that you can like distort the toe of the shoe in order for it to bend it easier. Alright, and then the rest of the screws, there's another hand plate here. Why did they give me another hand plate? Did they expect me to lose one? Quite frankly, Bandai, I don't like your doubting my ability. You're entirely right, but it still feels rude. Alright, does that still feel loose in there? Nope. Okay, the glue there has dried. Lovely. Give me a second. Take off this arm. Plug this shoulder back in. And pull that out a little to be able to distend it if need be. Plug that arm back in. Where'd the shoulder go? There it is. God, she looks so cute. Look at that. Is an arm as deep as it can go? Yeah, there we go. Look at her. And then if I do like this slightly, do need to bring the arm down a little, but it's okay. There she is. Need to unflex the yellow there. That needs to be more limp-like. There we go. Yay! Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Now she's in frame. She's so cute. I haven't even done the legs yet. Well, I'm working on it right now, but all right. That is another time that I tried putting my leg down. I don't know if you can see my leg moving down there, but oh, halfway done with the M&M's. Actually, not like a third of the way done. All right. Tuck this away. Her leg. And that would go over there. Back of the boot. Hold on a moment. Need to clean this bit up. That tucks in here. Oh no, that goes. Yeah, I have to have the heel clip in first, and then I can clip in the toe. And then finally, why is that so difficult for me? There's toe. And then finally, the front of the calf. Yeah, just need to clean up a little bit of flashing and put the... Why are you like this? Hold on a sec. Take that out. Something's getting in the way of you. What are you? What are you complaining about here? I did that as cleanly as I could. Why are you not liking me? Is it that tiny little scrap? Is that what it is? It's not that, I don't think. Yeah, so it looks to be like a topside issue. Alright. Try that again. Take off the front of the leg right quick so I can get a better look at this here. Why are you not working with me? Your piece is right there. And there's clearly not supposed to be a seam according to the instructions. So what is going on? The front bit. Are you So I'm already developing like little scars and calluses on my fingertips. It is going. Alright, that goes there, and you go there, and you go there, and you compress until you fucking line up, but neither side wants to line up. Maybe try B2 in your spot. Oh, wait a second, I see it. The bit right there that was preventing these two sides from sandwiching cleanly might have been it. I'm gonna keep it a buck, I don't remember which one is which. But, it's still not really working. What's going on here? Maybe it's, oh, wait a sec. Bruh, I see what it is. It's the ankle piece not wanting to cooperate. No, not the ankle piece, the calf. Ooh, you are, there we go. There we go. Okay. You still really don't want to line up. It's okay, this leg's gonna be torn to hell anyways. Alright. That is leg one done, I think, for the most part. Yeah. There we go. Just gonna put that there. Fingertips are hurting. Alright. Let me go ahead and punch out all the pieces here for the other leg. Alrighty, that entire sprue is done, I think. Yep. The whole sprue is done. Yippee! Look at that! B2 is empty! Yes! Alright, let me go ahead and clean up the pieces that I just carved out of it. I gave both of the hands their backs. So it does seem like it just expected me to lose one. Weird. Oh, there's two. There's two in there. Unless there's more hands somewhere? Huh? I'm confused. Anyways, we'll get there when we get there. We'll do a last check through of all the sprues once we're done, and I'll be like, hey, what's... Hey, oh shit, that should be somewhere, you know? Was it Yin that said the cheapest way to make your Scutarius, or make them French, where you just cut off their limbs? Bought my camera, whoops. That was probably way louder for y'all than it was for me. You know what's fucking tragic? I was walking around the Dollar Tree earlier. The same Dollar Tree that I put in an application to, and apparently they're having fucking hiring hell issues. So, probably good they didn't respond to me, to be entirely honest. But I was walking around there because I needed to get the clay for this and just a couple of snacks. And I was going to run up to Walmart, but my meds weren't ready. I was like, if I'm going up there, I'm going to go there when my meds are ready. And I couldn't find peanut butter pretzels. What? Like, there were so many different kinds of, like, just snacks and shit. And it looked like there was a spot for peanut butter pretzels, but there weren't any. And I could tell that the stalkers were clearly stressed, so I didn't want to ask, but holy shit, I couldn't find peanut butter pretzels. Fucking travesty. Alright. Dog has to go 15 minutes without peanut butter. Dies. Alright. That is sprue B1 empty, I do believe. Yippee! That's 2 sprues empty. Alrighty, and then I need... Well, the entire upper half of this one's done. Yeah, no, that one's empty, so we got that half done. Alright. Then give me a sec, chat. Gotta grab that one. That one would have definitely got in my face. Okay. You're good. Fucking flashbang there. That half is done. That half is empty. Alright, we're just burning sprues here. Right. What do I need from C1 for this leg? Doesn't look like anything. Okay. C213 anywhere? No. Okay, so leave that in there. So that's for the hip. C2 is used here. just gonna go ahead and take all these out. Oh, yes, 216, yes. Your piece goes there. Chat, don't let me forget that's up there. And that's for empty. Yippee! Alright. So we can clean up these pieces. And then build the leg. Those two pieces are clean. Oh no, now I remember. No, because now I remember the bit. It was because you only get so many body pieces and you get a ton of like head and hand extras, that you can just make more legion units by just taking the heads and hands and putting them on like cheap ass like historical diorama units. I think that was the joke. Is that a nick? No, that's just a cuticle being pulled back a little. Ooh, that was a close one. I nearly knocked off a piece of a support structure. Fun with this. I'm quiet because I'm kind of locked in here. I'm trying to get these looking good. Just again hilarious because we're gonna tear this guy to shit, but it's fine. Should be fine. Right. I think that's the last of the pieces that I currently have taken out of the runners that I need to clean up. Alright. So, scratch my leg a little. And get ready for the pain. Alright. This piece goes here. This piece goes here. This goes here to seal that in. Is that correct? Distinctly not. Remember these little guys? Alright. Come here. Is it like that? No? Hold on a minute. No, that piece was fine. It was this piece that was scuffed, I think. My problem is one of those pieces that clicks into place, so. Getting it undone is going to be complicated, question mark, unless I can get an angle on it. Come on, work with me here. And if this does break, it's fine, because again, I'm going to have to pin the legs anyways. I say pin like I'm actually going to use pins, but you know what I mean. Post the legs. Alright. Let's try that again. This piece with this facing down. Yes, good. This piece with this facing here. Yeah, okay, there we go, that's good. I had the calf upside down. So I think it was the calf. Alright, and then the two halves of the leg with the piece. Okay, like that, and then this, like this, and then yeah, I think that's how that goes. I don't know, get back here. Question mark? Oh, right, you know, I didn't rotate that, okay. I was like, what's going on here? Let's see. Centerpiece being argumentative. Get out of there, buddy. Alright. Alright. How do you work? Exactly. Alright. Rounded bit goes there, it says. With that like that. Okay. Then this goes with that there. There we go. And then that clamps into here. There we go. Right, that's that leg. And then the bend the leg so that is clear. Take the front calf, thigh, and then back thigh. So I can grab it. Is that right? Yes. Alright, and then goes there. Then swing the leg back. Take the black knee plate, which is somewhere around here. Oh, duh, it's on the A plate. Okay. I was like, where is that? Hadn't cut it out yet. The one piece I hadn't cut out yet. Alright. Good tube, and then the other tube. Alright, there's that. Then goes there. The skirt pieces are all that's really left. Except for, you know, what's there. So, yoink, yoink, yoink. Can toss that in the bin. Everything that nothing there. Alright. Yoink. 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 Nothing on there. And then do the...
Where did that shit go? Alright, there we go. Got it.
And then there's the entirety of the extra sprue and also the little rubbery skirt pieces, which I really do like. Right, so the kneecap. You need to be cleaned up a little. Right. Alright. Alright, and then put that back on. Okay. And then how does this work exactly? Alrighty, there's that. Okay. And then the ankle pieces, which I was trying to not drop there.
Son of a bitch. Alright.
Try not to get my facing camera. Alrighty. The face the same way. Plug that into here, I believe. Yeah, okay. And then the Well, let's up the ante a little. If I nick myself 5 times, I have to do the face reveal. Alright. So... Oh, I see. Okay. Right. Shoulder. Fucking hell, man. Alright. We're good. That goes like this. No. Ow. Fuck. Okay, that's cut 4. Hurt like a bitch. Okay. How does this go? Is it like that? No, distinctly not. How do you work? Is it like this? No. Like that? Yes, like that, I think. Oh, but I put the ankle on backwards. That's what's going on here. I was like, that looks really weird. Fucking put it on backwards. Great. I was like, why is this not working? I don't know, maybe your foot's backwards. Maybe it's not fucking working. Yeah, fool. Okay. There we go. And then this side of the foot. So there. And that foot's weird, but it's fine. You're not cooperating with me either. So it's just a thing about the ankles. Okay. You're gonna... There we go. Tell my hands are getting a little fatigued. But it's fine, we're in the home stretch. There we go. That's in. These two clip here. These two clip here. That covers the main leg. You tilt the leg here so that then that goes like this, and then you try and squeeze that in. Is that how it works? Yep. Alright, there's the leg cable. That is so cute. I really like that, actually. And since it's not that difficult to remove, we're going to go ahead and put it on the other leg. Just for now. Then it's a bit difficult to install, but it's probably going to be easy to remove. Especially if I have to cut it. And then, oh, that is so cute. Look at the legs. Look at the little leggies. These are one of my favorite parts about the ZAKU. Just the silly little boots. Phone alive? Yep. Okay. Alrighty, now to bring it all together, we have a 2 halves of a ZAKU. And now find the page that tells us how to make the skirt. Ready. So it doesn't seem like she came with a stand, which is interesting. Oh, yep, compatible with the connector for an action base 5 and 2, both sold separately. Okay. Alright, yeah, so we're going to be using the soft type. So apparently you can choose if you want the rigid skirt or the soft skirt. I like the soft skirt because that's cute. And that's what we're going to be going with. Besides, it'll be easier to damage. That sounds really wrong. We're making a zombie mech here. There we go. Then, anything else on this? Nope. Okay. Neat. Alrighty. So, the 2 skirt halves, I'm gonna try and wiggle them around a little bit. Alright, now, those are all the extras. Oh, wait a second. No, I do have 2 more hands. They were on this sheet that I didn't even see. Oh my god. Okay. I was like, I cleared out all the other sheets. Where are the hands for the plates? Did it expect me to lose them? No. Hand jump scare on the weapons page. Alright, this is the connector for the bases. Yeah. No, it's not. C128 is. Okay. So I do need some of the panels off of this. Okay. A9, which is these 2 here. Oh wait, hold on a second. No, these are for the soft skirt. Okay, so yeah, the soft skirt's over there. So I need to detach this, 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 that's the stand thing. This is the pelvis. Alright. Everything is off of C1. I will show you all the pile of sprues in a moment. Oh, hold on a sec, because the hard plastic skirt might not be that difficult to damage. Might just be more difficult to pose, honestly. which is why I'm considering a soft skirt. Calling it waist armor. It's a skirt and you know it. Like, it literally says in 79, whenever the Rick Dome first show up on the field, they specifically call out the skirts as that. In fact, that's what they call them for a minute before they actually learn the classification. Alrighty. Because they have the EVA modules integrated into their skirts. Ooh, I probably wasn't supposed to cut that, was I? No, I was not. Shit. It's fine. I would have to glue it. Which is now the hard choice made for me. Fucked up the skirt, so. When actually, did I? You know, I fucked it up, okay. I was looking at it, I was like, hold on. Was I supposed to remove that? No. Supposed to have a little. Nope. Okay, it's supposed to be flush. Oh my god. Supposed to say no, not another piece that I fucked up. No, we're fine. We're fine. Let me go ahead and assemble these hands right quick. I'll just have them on the table. Be really careful because I really don't want to do that face reveal. Alright, is this how that goes? Yes, okay. Little hand. Then, please. Yeah, that's one of the pieces. I was like, what the fuck do I do with that? I have a feeling we are going to learn in a moment. now I have The Dark Forest by Muse stuck in my head. How we went from Ultra Kill to Muse is... Actually, now that I think about it, not that far of a jump. Now I get the plating on the side of the hand here. Yes, I did. Okay. So we have 2 more hands. Another holding something right hand and a pulling the trigger left hand. Alright. Now I just have a couple more pieces of the skirt to reduce down and the pelvis. There's always those vital components that you accidentally nip, and then you're like, and you're in pain for a minute. Alright, this looks like it's the piece that said this is compatible with the stand that we didn't give you. Stop looking at that. Real weird. Alright. So, we have all the pieces gathered together. Except for this one, which is being a knob end. There we go. Got it. Alright, so how does this work? Take C125 and the top of the skirt and put it here. Do I slide it all the way down? Looks like I do. Okay. It goes here. Then I take the large part of the skirt, I layer that over it, making sure to tuck the tail piece poking out. Then I take this with the bit out there, poking out, and then the top piece, so that's what it is. Put that here, over top of the skirt, and then the little hinge plate, which is, oh my gosh, it's like a little tail. That goes out, and then we assemble. Let me go ahead and do this in frame for y'all. Come on, girlie. Come here. Why is this leg perfectly content to do that, but this one is not? What did I fuck up? Bruh. Fucking hell. Well, it's fine. It's fine. This leg is going to be stiff anyways. Alright. Get back here. Then give her the kind of, there we go, pitch that forward, and then the, take off her head so that doesn't crack. There we go. Then scrunch your neck. I've been doing that this entire time, and that's not good for you. And then, do I have just a flat out? It does not seem like I do. And there she is! Yay! We did it! Oh, hold on a sec. Let me actually bring her in frame. There's a couple of random little components here that I have no idea what they're supposed to go to. Oh, wait, hold on a second. These are gun mounts, probably. Go ahead and put these in here. And then let's start building the guns. Oh, my back, motherfucker, son of a bitch. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, so the bazooka clips onto her tail. Oh, that is so cute. Okay. Hold on a moment, let me grab the other parts that I tossed in here. That hand, head. There's another hand in here somewhere, right? Yep, there you are. Come here. And then I also have a couple of little bits and bobs left over from the Pegasus that I made. But I don't think they're particularly compatible. Yeah, a lot of these are just pieces of the phone that I took apart. That's, I don't even remember what that was. This piece was originally, let me bring that into frame. This piece right here, was originally supposed to be the thing that held the aerial shield together. This piece was not there. I glued that in place because I was going to use this for the back piece of the Pegasus, but I didn't. And now basically I have to figure out what to do with it. I put the sticker in here. Put hands in there. Put the hard plastic parts of the skirt in here because I'm not going to use them. They're cute, but unfortunately, I fucked them up, so. Oh well. Alright, and then. Ugh, my back, motherfucker, son of a bitch. Alright. We're gonna finish this. And then I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna eat dinner, because it's 19:30-ish. And then I'm gonna start part 2 of the stream. I'm gonna tear this bitch to shreds. Alright. Is it Dark Forest that I stuck in my head? It's from the new album. Is it called The Wow Factor? Or something like that? It stuck in my head. Alright. Why does it give you 2 plate mags? What's going on with this? Do they clip onto each other? No. Please ignore my squeaky ass pliers. Please ignore the squeaky pliers. Proceeds to squeak them in front of the mic. What am I looking at here? Oh, that's the barrel for the gun, I think. Last sprue. Alright, let's go and put her over here for a second. Grab all the little components that aren't the alternate hands and the alternate helmet. I don't know what goes where. I was going to start cleaning these up right quick. It's fine. Just try to cut that with the dull edge of the knife. That wouldn't have done much. You know what's terrific? Shit at the dollar store was upwards of $1.25. Like, you can't call yourself the Dollar Tree if your shit costs more than $1. Or if it isn't like in intervals of a singular dollar. What has 4 boosters? Is it? Oh no, it's just part of the ZAKU. Okay. It's like I don't remember that being a 4-barrel in the anime, but it might have been. No, it was, but it had a large, what's it fucking called? A large magazine sticking out the top of it. You could fire multiple shots in a row, but they had to be like handled via the magazine. I don't see a magazine on this one, so maybe they retconned that out. I personally think it looked sick as hell, but like me, because it was also pretty important. Because I'm pretty sure at one point the mag got shot off one of those, and then it chain reacted, which was really cool. Okay, let me talk about my experience watching Gundam, because I fucking loved watching Origin in 79. The art style from Origin to 79 was a little bit jarring at first, because 79 is, you know, the old 80s anime, right? Like, there was a lot more use of limited animation, recycling of cells, etc., versus Origin, God, that came out in what, like 2013-ish? And I watched that first, because it comes first chronologically. And so it was a little bit of a jarring adjustment. But once I got used to it, I fucking loved them. The only, like, Also, another thing, I did not expect there to be so much space battles in Gundam. I did not expect there to be space battles. I did not expect there to be planes. I did not expect mobile armors to even be a thing. I went in completely blind. I knew, oh hey, the fundamental mech anime. If I need to watch this, so I can see the inspiration sources for Lancer and shit. And quite honestly, I am far more interested in it than just as a inspiration source for Lancer now, because I enjoyed it. The problem is that once the 1 year war ends, there's like 5 different spin-offs that all happen, not to mention 79 had his hand animation origins is digitally animated. Yeah, like the art style is completely different, which is really interesting. But that's just, changing with the times. And then, okay, those are all cleaned up for the most part. Except for that. But, I was genuinely surprised how much of the fighting in the Big Funny Robots show wasn't done by Big Funny Robots. Like, Origin, I was like, okay, this is interesting. We're seeing the background of a guy that I have heard keeps fucking showing up and refuses to die. So, okay, this is interesting. And as a narrative engine, Char Aznable is a really interesting character. Now, judging him by the standard metrics that one would judge a normal person, I want that twink obliterated. With a large shotgun. I have to clarify, because apparently some people don't understand what that phrase means. It means violence. Regardless, as a narrative engine, fascinating. This is inspirations in Gundam, Star Trek, Armored Core, and I don't know. I honestly think there's a little bit of Destiny in there as well. Yes, there's a little bit of Lancer and Lancer. Great job, Relay. There might be a little bit of Destiny in there. I could very much so be wrong. Just talking out of my ass. Though Destiny also takes cues from those other medias, so who knows. But yeah, didn't expect there to be so many planes, and the mobile armors fucking came out of nowhere for me. I didn't even know those were a thing. You know what I meant. But I showed you, or at least I posted the link in the Solstice Reign Discord with everyone, of me going on a rant about the Gyan, McCave, and wanting Char Aznable reduced to a red mist. Yeah. He's working as a... Yeah, not new. Let's... Is it a Destiny thing? I swear that it was a thing from some other media before, but who knows? I mean, it's literally just stitching words together. I don't know what that does. That was already cleaned up too. I've already cleaned that up. Why did I put that in my to clean pile? Right. Also, in 79, I can't remember, he was one of the Zabi family. There was right before he gets fucking obliterated by the solar ray. By the way, spoilers for an anime that's fucking 50 years old. Right before he gets obliterated by the solar ray, did not expect that line from that guy. You know the exact scene that I'm talking about. Lizard is used in an interest So am I using it as a prescription label that unions model things can understand, not just a this is magic. Yeah. What Destiny uses it is this is magic. Well, kind of. It's going from point A to C without touching B was the explanation that I've fallen upon and like. That one's been cleaned up. This one has not. That's cleaned up. That is not a little bit there I need to get. I am one strike away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once I cross out the fifth, I said this earlier. Fifth strike is face reveal for accidentally nicking myself, so I have to be very careful here. There's a magic. Yeah, that stuff. They cannot see point B. Yeah. Like, A causality is C happens without A or B being involved. Paracausality is A to C without touching B, and then standard causality is A to B to C. If that makes sense. Fucking Yap City tonight. Do I... There's a little bit of flashing on this I want to trim. Get over here. Yeah. Like, not everything's going to fit into the lens of Union's perspective. I'm trying to ask it to is... Well, disregarding the perspectives of individuals who would live outside of that boundary. Alright. Flashings have been removed. The last of the items. Yeah. Is that what goes there? What is that piece? Yeah, okay, it's one of these. The optical ray, one of the dishes, and then this one goes on the waste part that I do not have. And then the heat axe goes over there. Goes there. The object goes there. All right. Where does it go? Not there, right? Okay, so no, it goes here. No. All right, the top side is the narrow bit. That does go here. And it goes there, and then these go together here. Question mark. Should be like that. Yeah, okay. And then the grip goes here. The sight goes here. The back of it goes there. Got that. Yep. And then the front of it goes here. If I can find how that lines up. There we go. And then is that it? Distinctly not. Nope, nope. 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 What goes there? There's a little slit at the top of that. Oh no, I guess that's just supposed to be there, okay. Then this hand comes apart. Trying to get that to work. There we go. And then the finger goes back over that. Right. There we go. There's that. And I guess, yeah, you can just slide the grip into the other hand. Maybe not slide per se, but you can definitely fit it. Yeah. Yeah, that just goes like that, and then you would take apart the hand and then, you know, fucking pew, you know. You get it. Hold on, no, that wasn't even in frame. You see the bazooka. But we're just gonna put that aside for now. And then for the gun, which requires the other hand to come apart for a moment. Come here. Give me your thumb. There we go. That goes. Nope. It goes like this. Yeah. Okay. And then barrel of that goes like this. The drum goes here. The sight goes on the side. So, yeah, no, it's almost done. I just have to build the gun, like the accessories on the guns, and then that'll be it. I could get this clip to go on. I'm not gonna force it. And then a little muzzle brake. Alright, where do you go? How do you go? Hold on a minute. E9 versus E11. So yeah, these are two different guns. bits. Okay. Work with me here, please. Alright, there we go. And then, so if that one's there, then that one goes there. And then fingertips go here. Get that to work with me, please. Here we go. Alright, I have the two guns right here and here, and the heat axe, which would go in one of these hands, I guess. Yeah, like that. Which I would honestly want it in the right hand. Kind of, I guess, like just hanging out of the hand. And then, yes, but no, because the original drawing has it missing an arm, which I'm going to do. Yeah, so the heat axe is like that. The two guns are there. Then a bunch of random bits and pieces that I have no idea where these go. This looks like it goes somewhere, but it doesn't say where it goes anywhere. Is this for the mounting bracket? Like, the bazooka is supposed to go on the tail. And, okay, so this one right here is to hold the heat axe on the hip whenever you're using the solid skirt. But since I broke the solid skirt, we're using the flexible one, which honestly I like more. And then, okay, 1, 2, 3, can you see? Okay. Sorry about that. That was just my alarm to take my meds. I'm out of them, so, me. The little, I'm not seeing any of the doohickeys. Yeah, because this plate would go on the back side if the tail would work. No, actually, no, I think the tail would still work. Right? Because it's not... No, okay, no, it wouldn't. But it would work for the bazooka, which I might do. Just so I can, like, keep it out of the way, I guess. Come on, let go, please. Get out of there. Just fucking get the bazooka out of the hand. There we go. Which, honestly, you know, it's gonna be missing the other arm from the wrist down here. So we can take that, put that there. And then I have a bunch of wires that I'll just have hanging out of there. Fucking FNAF animatronic style, to be entirely honest. That swings out, that swings out. Then the tail clips where? It is the, it clips there. If I were to get that to work. Don't tell me that just broke. Does not look like it broke, but it did pop off, which was mildly startling. Looks like the tail cannot support that much force put on it. Gotta put that back in place. Come here. And then I would just tuck that. Well, it has to lean forward a little. There we go. And then that allows it to tuck into place. Alright. And that fucks with the silhouette too much. I mean, if I were to, I guess, again, the arm needs to, like, hang down. That arm needs to go there. I mean, You don't think that fucks with the silhouette too much? Oh, that's definitely out of frame. Okay. Like... Nope, still out of... Okay, there we go. Because this cable's not going to be there. If I, like, tilt that a little bit, and then kind of tilt the head a bit. Very weird ways. And then have this hand kind of like that. And then I'm going to have resin there. This tube is not going to be there. This leg's going to be all sorts of mangled. Might take off one of the spikes. I'm going to try and bore a couple holes into the surface of the shield. Tatter the skirt a little. Yeah, that'll work actually. Yeah, if I keep the bazooka at this specific angle. Yeah. And then... Yeah. So that's the plan. The plan is set, and then I just got to make it. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and cut stream for a little bit. I'm going to go make dinner, and then I will come back and we will handle the kit bashing. If that is okay with everyone, I will post the part 2 link in the same places I posted the part 1 link, so you guys should be able to find that. Or just do the whole subscribing bullshit. I don't care enough to do the spiel that every fucking YouTuber does. You know what I mean. This is here so I can show my friends that I'm building cool mechs. That would be nice. You understand. You get it. Yeah. So, we have a handful of hands. We have an alternate helmet. We have a heat axe, an alternate drum, and the gun, as well as a whole bunch of random bullshit parts that I really don't know what they do. I have 5 alternate hands, one of which has a wrist. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and... come on, we're gonna be here, you fuckwit. There we go. Alrighty, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you guys in just a little bit. If you are catching this live, if you are not, I will see you all next episode, whenever that happens to be. Whatever that happens to be, you all have a lovely night, and I will be back in just a moment. Just a button.